Well, the only issue with the starting lineup, Chris, is that they gave out candy to the student section. They didn't pass any candy up here to the broadcast booth.
We need to fix that and have them turn around. Feed the media sign up here.
Exactly. Yeah. Here we go. A huge crowd on hand here at Midland High as we welcome you to coverage of the Midland High Chemics and the Dow High Chargers Saginaw Valley League Volleyball on MPS TV. Jason Harper alongside Chris Stevens. And Chris, you know, both of these teams are fired up. Let's take a look at some keys to the game here tonight for the Dow High Chargers.
We're going to see Laura Hirschauer start things off here for Dow High.
She's one of the 6 seniors on the Dow High Charger team.
That's an awfully big front line to get those hits over.
And the Chemics scoring first as
Sanborn.
Yeah, Taylor Sanborn. She's a junior for the Midland High Chemics. She's one of the leaders on this Chemic team, and she got to serve quickly for Midland High. So not only does she do well on the opening point, but she also goes back to serve.
And it's a jump serve.
Free pass to the Chargers. Alyssa Kepner, the senior, she is one of the many Chargers that are very dangerous on that front line.
Right side hitter there. They've got good size across the board. A couple of players over 6 foot tall.
And the Chargers will have Francesca Query to serve. And a nice strong hit from the right side of the line for the Midland High Chemics.
Emma Reckaway. Very athletic.
But they rely on those seniors for leadership and a serving. Nice decision there by Gabrielle Wilson. Didn't go for the hard hit, instead just dumped it over right into the middle where nobody was.
Tip we've seen that keeps the defense honest.
And the Chemics will get the serve back on another hit. That was, I believe, Olivia DePere. No, that was
Edie Haas, number 5.
And Haas is the leader on this Midland High Chemic team when it comes to getting those kills.
Going here on its serve.
So far, it's been back and forth on both teams. And that kill is going to be out, so the Chemics will gain the point.
Haley Jaster's kill went beyond the line, called out.
Jaster playing her first full year of volleyball. Had to sit out last year with an injury, but she is back after that ACL tear. Second time that the kill attempt.
Nice hard low serve by Edie. Oh, just beyond the line, called out. 5-4 Midland here motion right now.
Anna Schock will serve, almost an ace. A nice job by Midland High to dig that out. That one is going to go
beyond the line, called out.
Hard to see the line. It's the yellow line that we are looking for on your television screen. Chemics are up 6-5 here in the first game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the break of the home net, and that's exactly what happens if Edie Haas able to get that ball to just bounce over. 5-9. They're going to
Jaster serving.
Continues to be back and forth. We played at 25.
Perfectly placed ball.
Wreck away.
This is a perfect start for Midland High. Tipped at the net? No. They call it down.
Yeah, they are going to say it was tipped.
I thought it was.
9-6 Midland.
Oh,
you can't give Haley Tanis that kind of open shot. She's going to bring it down hard.
That's where that size comes into play. She's on line.
Serve returns to Dow. Laura Hirschauer will serve. That was a nice job by Edie Haas.
Haas playing well in this first set. And here's Sanborn with the jump serve. Let's see how hard she hits it and where she places it, Jason. There.
From the left-hand side, Alyssa Kepner able to get the serve on every volley, because if not, we'd be stuck at like 1-0 right now.
I'll tell you, Midland's defense has been excellent so far.
And that will be a Charger point. One of the things I've noticed, Chris, the Libreros on both of these teams have been playing well. The defensive specialist, Jenna Summers and Gabby Schloop, have been doing their job, both sides, Chemics and Chargers.
That position's about being athletic and tenacious. You don't want to have the ball hit the floor, so you are on the ground a lot, just as Schloop went right there.
On cue, and the kill attempt ended up going long, but Schloop made us look good by digging that out.
She's a scrapper. Well, you know, Jason, she's a shortstop on the softball team. She's very athletic and very competitive.
All tied up at 10. And the Chemics will maintain. No, I think it was a
tip at the net.
Well, that's what I lay is underneath.
Keeping it alive. Great play by Schloop. That big front line, it's hard to spike over. Tanis. And here she is serving. Excellent play by Jaster. Jaster on the tip.
Nice decision there for the senior, Haley Jaster, who will be playing some college volleyball.
Stories about being resilient, coming back off that knee injury. And as a senior here, she is enjoying every moment of being on the volleyball team and being a star player. That had some juice on it, didn't it?
A hard hit indeed by Wilson. Dow kept it alive after the nice block by Midland's Haas.
Oh, how smart was that?
And then the Chemics capitalized.
Haas is playing awesome tonight. That was a very intelligent
match between the Chemics and the Chargers. Give credit to Alyssa Kepner. She's able to get the kill.
So far early in this match.
And that's going to be our...
I think that might have been out, Jace, if she would have let that go.
It might have been.
Don't want Dow to get on a roll here with their serve. Oh, Carpenter.
And that one appeared as if it was going to go out as well, but it was hit by somebody on that back row. So this is what Midland wants, to be able to go back and forth.
Like that. She did a nice job on that smash there.
Over on the front line, Laura Hirschauer able to tip it over.
Deflected off her hand and to the floor. There's that size again coming into play with Jaster at the front line, along with number 2.
That is one thing that the Chemics are going to have trouble overcoming. Dow has that distinct size advantage. We have seen them use it to their advantage here in the first game. That's going to be long, and Dow's going to have their biggest lead of the contest, 17-13 in favor of the Chargers.
Yeah, Midland needs a timeout, and that's what they're getting right now. They want to keep Dow close.
Out of the timeout, Chargers with a 17-13 lead. Nice block.
Jaster.
Haley Jaster, the senior. 6-1 and in the right place.
That's the frustration for Midland. I mean, they're outsized by Dow, and what do you do at the net trying to spike it over the net when you got a 6', 6'1", 6'2" girl in front of you?
And Gabrielle Wilson will continue to serve.
Oh.
They're going to say that the Chemics were in the net. So she's rattled off 4 or 5 points in a row. Nice dig.
Jaster again. Nice dig. Let's make sure we give credit to who got that one, number 8.
That was Anna Schalk. Anna Schalk, the junior,
nice
able to hit that dig that set up Jaster. So a nice defensive play by the Dow High Chargers, and Tim Zarell is going to call another timeout as Dow High now hitting their stride, Chris. At the beginning, this was back and forth, but now Chargers kind of taking over.
Jaster's got it rolling at the net, as you've seen. She's blocked a couple of shots. She's had a couple nice tips. And Dow now is starting to get their rhythm. I mean, early going, you had the emotion of the crowd. Midland High was riding that emotion. Now you can see where the execution of how the play of the game is coming into play. And frankly, Jason, Dow's size is giving Midland a lot of problems.
Yeah, the Charger size has given a lot of teams a lot of difficulty. Dow High is undefeated in Saginaw Valley League play with a 7-0 record. And you can see why they have used that size tonight to their
nice blend of talent on their team this year.
Chemics going to bring Emily Gaynow, a sophomore, into the game to play on the front row. Wilson has been doing her.
There, Midland in. Oh, great diving play.
What a job. And then the hit goes out. How about
good job by Summers.
She heads to the bench with a great play.
Oh, again, the size. Tanis.
Our left-hand side have been dynamite.
Nice play by Schloop.
Was it in? I think it was. So the Chemics will get the serve back.
Sanborn, that was a powerful spike there, Jason. Right on the line.
And the
wow.
Slam it down. I think that was Francesca Query.
Query, part of the excellent volleyball player, and went on to play college at Lawrence Tech. Cheka is outstanding as well.
Dow keeps it alive, but Midland's got a free pass.
Haas, another great play by Summers, digging that ball up.
Great decision by Haas, great play by Summers. And a block on the line for the Chargers. Schloop keeps it in play. And a block up front by Kepner. No.
That ball was called out. That was a spike by Sanborn.
That was a great volley. Midland ends up winning it.
Pressure's on now. It's 24-16. All Dow needs is 1 point to win this first set. She called her in the net.
Yeah, they're going to say that Midland High's breakaway was in the net, which will give the Chargers the point, which will give them the first game as Dow High comes away 25-16. The victory for the Dow High Chargers. And Chris, that was a back and forth battle at the beginning of that game, just up until we got to.
Born starting to get some hits in here on the left side. But again, is Midland going to be forced to do more tipping to the open area, or are they going to still try to kill at the net against Dow's big front line?
So the Dow High Chargers with a one-set victory over the Midland High Chemics. The team's having a little bit of time here in between sets, and that gives us a chance to welcome Jeff Reckaway to the broadcast booth. Jeff is the men's basketball coach at Northwood. But
all things for Midland High will be Sophie Donahue here.
That is their serving specialist. This is the 6 young ladies that Tim Zarrell wants on the volleyball court. But every now and then, those type of things happen, even when you are one of the best servers around.
Right. We talked about that in the first set. Midland can
volleyball. Give Alyssa Kepner.
Kepner and Tanis and Jaster are just dominating at that line. I think Schloop and Summers are putting on a clinic here on how to be a libero, huh?
They've been doing a great job, a lot of digs between those two ladies.
Now see, there it is. Midland's trying to figure out what to do at the net, if they can smash it or tip it, and that time Haas chose to tip it.
The Dow High Chargers are going to continue to serve. C.J. Blaha's done a great job with this Charger program. He's got a lot of volleyball coaching experience at the AAU level, and now he brings that to the high school level, and a great idea there. Haley Tanis will just knock it over the net, dump it over nice and soft, and the Chargers with a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, you mentioned Blaha. He does have it going. His freshman team is outstanding. They beat Midland High tonight. JV team beat Midland High tonight. And the varsity team right now is a 1-set lead. And I think Tim Zarell's going to have to call a timeout here, or this game might get away from him.
It has jumped out to a 5-0 advantage for the Dow High Chargers, and Laura Hirschauer is continuing to serve. She's rattled off 4 points here in the second game. Yeah, you're not going to stop that. Francesca Query, she likes to be known as Cheka, and well, check that because that was down hard.
I'd say checkmate, right? that was teed up for her, and she just smashed it down to the floor. Great play by Summers. Ow.
Haley Taneff gets the job done in the middle of that front row, and now Tim Zarell does indeed call that timeout because the Chargers have a 7-0 lead.
Well, Dow's got it rolling. It is clicking right now. You can just see their confidence levels very high. They're playing very relaxed. All the emotion of starting the Dow Midland thing is done now. Now their talent is taking over, and they are flexing their muscles. Volleyball, he knows what it takes. But he mentioned to you in an interview earlier is that, you know, he wants consistency from his team this year and in this match. And right now, it's not happening, at least in the second set.
Right, and we're not seeing that consistency. We did early on.
They played great early on. Great, absolutely great.
It is 8-0. Hirschauer has had 7 of those 8 points. And I believe that was in. It was.
Yes.
Chemics finally getting the serve back right on the line.
Wreck away.
Gym floor here at Midland High, which won't be anytime soon, but when they do redo it, they're going to fix the yellow volleyball lines.
What a play. Excellent play.
Great decision, and she'll serve.
That's so smart. I mean, that's just sports intelligence, a high IQ right there to make a play like that by Query.
There's a good hard hit by Edie Haas to try to come in to serve.
Great vibe to the gym. Electric atmosphere, really. Hirschauer. What an excellent setter. She's had a great night setting the ball tonight. Another assist for her.
Wilson able to capitalize on that set for the Dow High Chargers, who won the first game 25-16 and are rolling 11-2 here in the second game.
Watch number 2 for Dow at the net, Hirschauer, how she sets the ball for her big hitters. Here we go. They're called Schloop in the net, it looks like. 6'1" Tanis, or 6'2" at the net. You're trying to hit that ball over.
Yeah, Tanis serving, so she's on that back row, giving the combination of Kepner and Jaster the chance to work out front.
He said Jaster went into the net as well.
12-3 is where we stand score-wise in favor of the Dow High Chargers, who are looking to remain undefeated in Saginaw Valley League play. Season winding down for these teams. Districts coming up in early November. Strong hit, and they're going to say
senior, and she's playing a whale of a match, that's for sure.
A rare miscue there, so Chemics have got a couple of back-to-back points.
2 straight points for the Chemics.
Serve.
Oh.
That is the 4th service error that we have seen from Midland.
4th, just deflating. You get on a little roll like that, and then that happens.
Chargers will have Anna Schalk serving. She serves from the left-hand side. Slam it down to Gabrielle Wilson. I don't know that there is an answer against Dow.
Jaster on the tip. Kill at the net because she blasts it so hard, and then all of a sudden she tips it like that. And there's an ace.
Yeah. Anna Schalk picking up the ace. She's rattled off 3 points, and Tim Zarell is going to call a timeout with the Dow High Chargers on top 16-5 here in the second game of this best-of-5 series between the Chargers, somewhere in between.
Gotcha.
I want to say, Chris, that it was early 90s that I did my first MCTV broadcast.
What sport?
I have no idea.
How many sports have you done? Volleyball, of course. Football.
Football. Softball, baseball, basketball, hockey, swimming, gymnastics, back when that was still around. So,
Hirschauer again, smart.
The city of Midland happens to be just out of the corner of your screen, but Tom is working the steady cam. He is working using the steady cam here tonight. Of course, Mr. MCTV, Jim Malik, he's up top running camera for us as well. A lot of volunteers bringing you the action as the Dow High Chargers, Haley Jeffrey.
A perfect match tonight in order to beat the Chargers.
Nice job by Dow keeping it alive.
Miscommunication. Can't afford that.
Sometimes things go your way when things are going your way.
The tidal wave momentum is just crashing through right now. 20-7, big lead for Dow. Jaster serving.
That goes long, but I believe they're going to say that the Chargers were in the net.
Exchange serves here. You've got to rattle off a bunch of serves in a row to get points.
Nice job by Summers, and that's going to be in on the kill.
Query again there, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah, but
Number 6, yep.
Jenna Summers continues to play well in that libero position.
She digs it up off the floor. I mean, that's what you want, someone who's got great reflexes, great instincts, aggressive, and she fits the bill. She's playing extremely well tonight. What a serve. What a serve.
I believe that was Hirschauer.
It is. A spot serve just beyond the front line, open space, hits the floor.
The definition of an ace right there.
For sure. And it wasn't hit that hard.
It's going to be out, so the Chargers will pick up the point, leading 23-8 here in the second game, looking to go up 2 games over the Midland High Chemics.
They're running their offense too far back. They're not even running offense right now, Midland. That makes it so hard.
And Haley Tanev from the middle of the front row. Tanev able to hit it over with the kill. Chargers 1 point away from having a big advantage. And right now you can just see in Dow, they're moving very fluid. Great athleticism by the 6 ladies on the floor for Dow.
Again, that's giving Dow the point here.
It was in. Nice job there by Edie Haas. 24-9. Midland needs a run. Taylor Sanborn is one of the leaders on this Chemic team. She will serve.
Wow, nice get.
Great dig
by Lewis.
But coming from the left-hand side happens to be Query, and the Dow High Chargers will take.
They just got it rolling right now.
Now the Fireflies are out for the Dow High Chargers. And we're going to ride the roller coaster. We'll take on Midland High. Volleyball has yet to go to the seeded district that we're seeing some other sports go to in the MHSAA.
Yeah, they still just do a draw, and however the draw works is how it works. I guess I'm still, not fully in on it, and they're beating each other up in the districts.
And definitely basketball will be seeded come winter. I believe soccer is seeded in the postseason, which is already a couple of rounds into the soccer regional. So it's kind of interesting as you look at Vic the Lion and the Midland High Chemics trying to get everybody pumped up as well. But definitely interesting. The MHSAA often making some changes in various sports to try to even up the playing field as much as possible.
Well, I'm sure the Coaches Association had a big say in that, right? Because they're tired of seeing Saginaw High and Arthur Hill play each other the first round of the districts.
It's fun. The excitement of Midland Dow as, there's a service error, the first service error of the night for the Dow High Chargers. But, the fun of a Midland Dow matchup, even after all these years, and you've been around the city of Midland longer than I have. It's fun. It's exciting.
Oh, it's a blast. And every sport has their own little enthusiasm, I guess you might say, with how things go. I mean, awesome. It's been a lot of fun.
We're in the third game. Dow High winning the first two. It's the best of 5, so the Chargers can seal the deal here tonight.
Schloop made a great dig there.
Couldn't capitalize on it.
Yeah, but give her credit for making a great dig.
Well, and here's where frustration begins to set in if you're Midland High.
I think that set in the second set, to be honest with you. I mean, they need Dow to make some unforced errors, and that's just not happening. Whereas, conversely, Midland's making unforced errors, like Sanborn just hitting it in the net right there.
Well, all games of athletics have a little bit of the mental aspect, or a lot of the mental aspect, and that always creeps into play as, when you're on the losing end, or if you're trailing in a game, sometimes it's hard to stay mentally focused.
For sure. Getting high above the net, blocking those spikes by Sanborn.
Chargers have a Desacaro in for the first time, working that front line as well for the Chargers.
Midland's doing all they can. Sometimes, usually talent wins out, and that's what you're seeing tonight. Dow's just got a lot of talent on their team this year. He needs a timeout. Midland needs a timeout. So
that on paper is better. When you're playing a flat-out better team, you can't make unforced errors.
Zero mental errors, zero physical errors, really. Oh. That walked the line, that ball did.
It did. Acaro had her chance to shine, and the net wasn't friendly to her. Midland High will have Olivia DePiro serving. Chemics trailing in a must-win game for Midland High.
Wow. Bad break there.
Yeah, I believe that was the Wilson that had a nice dig, but then couldn't do anything with it.
Well, that was Haas. I think Haas made the dig, and it just ricocheted into her teammate, into a teammate.
You're right. It was Haas because I was looking at the wrong roster.
Here's a free ball for Dow. Let's see what they do with it. That was a throw, it looked like.
Off with another dig.
Setting it up to the. Oh.
Well, the good teams take advantage of mistakes, and that's what Dow High is doing tonight. Chargers with a 8-2 lead over Midland High as Tim Zarrell uses another timeout. If you're the Chargers and you're C.J. Blaha, you're playing great volleyball, and you've been playing great volleyball, and your strength of schedule. That's something that, at all sports, you talk about.
You have potential to go deep, so that's why you schedule tournaments where you know some of the state-ranked teams are going to be there. And it's all about feeling good about yourself heading into the postseason, and that's what he wants to see. He wants to see his team finish strong in the Valley, finish strong in the into the regular season, and take that momentum going into the districts. And this is the first time I've seen them in person, and they're legit. I mean, they're really good. Size, athleticism, I mean, the total package.
Yeah, I think we're going to be hearing a lot about this at Dow High. And C.J. Blaha told us before we went on the air that this is the all-in year. They've got 6 seniors on the team, and although they have a good crop of players that are coming up from the JV team, this is a year that Dow High needs to make a run.
Well, you got a player like Jaster, a college player. You got Tanis. You got Query. I mean, you got all these players who are just have competitive spirit about them. They don't want to lose. They're good, and they play a competitive style of volleyball.
The Chemics are going to get a point there. Well, talent is going to win out. You like to see everybody playing hard until that final point is recorded. So that if you're Tim Zarrell and you're Midland High, that is one thing you want to see.
Well, Tim won't tolerate anything less, especially in this city rivalry match, is that you play hard till the final hit is made.
Another service error, which does not happen very often, but that has bit the Chemics here tonight.
Well, you think about, Tim's been here, I don't know how many years, 10 plus years for sure, but he's had some great talent. Division I college players, Tori Jackson and Ojewski girl, went to Eastern Michigan. He's had some players who are probably the best players the city's ever seen, actually.
From the left-hand side, give credit to Dev Vaccaro getting the kill for the Chargers. Well, you mentioned earlier that, Zarrell hitting the milestone on the
700 wins.
On the win. You don't get 700 wins in high school volleyball. Exactly.
And having talent. Oh, that is spoon-fed.
Yeah, exactly. That is what it was. And Haley Jaster takes full advantage of it.
I think what Tim wants to see is his team serve, receive well, and run some type of offense. Capitalize. Oh, there's a bad serve.
Capitalize on something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The other end, if you're C.J. Howard, this is exactly what you want. You know that you've got the talent, you know that you've got the athleticism, and you know you've got players that can make kills like that.
Number 10, Jaster, again. To me, she's an all-state player. We talked earlier in the broadcast about her knee injury, and I think for 2 years she's been battling that, if I'm not mistaken. And here it is, her senior year. She gets a chance to play, and I'm so happy for her to be out here having success in her senior season.
She'll be a Timberwolf next year.
That was out.
Was out. It may be the deciding game as we begin rivalry week between the Chemics and the Chargers.
Out.
Give Midland the point. MPS TV bringing you coverage of high school volleyball tonight. We'll also be bringing you coverage of high school football, the Chemic and the Charger matchup. Both events will be airing around the same time, so you can catch back-to-back broadcasts of volleyball and football, and throw in there the band showcase as well as the Chemics pick up at 8.
That's number 14, Sydney Schaefer, serving. As you said, left-handed server.
That was Query getting the job done. The Chargers 10 points away from sealing the deal here tonight. Haley Chester serving. Schlup does a nice job with the dig. Was it in? I believe it was.
I think he overruled a out call or an in call.
They're going to give the Chemics the point. It was in.
Okay.
I thought it was.
Yep.
And Edie Haas will serve for Midland High.
Nice serve.
There's
excellent
an ace.
serve. Low and hard. Excellent job by Haas.
Haas, one of 4 seniors. Check that, one of 3 seniors on this Midland High team. Was it in? It was.
Yes. Who got that tip? Did you see that? Is that number 7? Is that Tanis?
I thought maybe Hirschauer.
Okay.
16-8 in favor of Dow. Hirschauer is going to serve.
Carpenter? No, 13. Who's 13, Jason?
13 is Emily Gaynow, the sophomore that comes up with the big play for Midland. I think Tim Zorell wanted a double hit earlier in that volley, did not get the call, but Gaynow makes it happen anyway for Midland High.
Oh.
Nice block.
Nice block.
Nice job there for Midland High. Olivia DePiro and Emily Gaynow teaming up.
Sophomore.
Sometimes you need the players to step up, and a couple of them trying for Midland High. They pulled within 6.
Well,
strong hit.
Hard
by
to stop that.
Yeah, Haley Tanis.
Out.
Yeah. Good attempt by Gaynow, but it goes out. If you're just tuning in, Dow took the first game 25-16, second one 25-9. They've got the lead here in game number 3. That one is out as well. Back-to-back attempts falling on the wrong side of the yellow line if you're the Midland High Chemics, and the Chargers look to take advantage.
Well, how many times have they blocked or partially blocked Sanborn at the net?
Trying to get that kill from the back line was Query and was unable to do so.
Well, it's now or never time for the Chemics, trailing 19-11 here in the third set.
They put Emma Reckaway back into the game. She's in the front row for Midland as the Chemics serve. The good kill
Yes.
from the middle has been what has gotten the job done for the Dow High Chargers tonight.
Well, I'd say Tanis is get the job done for Dow High tonight. She's played a great match tonight.
Oh, that looked out. I think they called that in.
He did. He called it in.
Well, not much argument from CJ Blaha, but
Who was 6 feet from it.
so we'll give the line judge the benefit of the doubt.
One of the few mistakes Dow's made tonight.
They do not make very many.
If you're Midland, just be competitive to the very end. Try to be as efficient as possible here. Nice serve by Sanborn.
I tell you what, this Charger team is fun to watch, and they are 3 points away from coming up with a clean sweep over the Midland High Chemics. But Tim Varell's going to call a timeout. This Dow High Charger team,
Regular season-wise in the Valley, but once that district hits, as you mentioned earlier, they face Bay City Western, which over the years has had an excellent program. I don't think they're at the level they've been in recent years.
there's a look at the Dow High Chargers, and Blaha's just so calm in that huddle. If you want to see all the new ways that you can share your story through MCTV, how about this? You can create a TV show.
Hey.
You can put videos on YouTube. You can promote your programs on social media, community voices, wherever you happen to listen to your podcasts from. I've yet to do a podcast, Chris, but I've been tempted.
Have you listened to one?
Well, I listen to a lot of them.
Jaster's spike went long.
22-14 in favor of the Dow High Chargers. The free pass goes out for the Dow High Chargers, now within 2 to celebrate victory, and Haley Jester is going to be serving.
Just who you want to close out the match. She's played all around great match.
Dow's going to have to wait a little bit. Midland says we're not done yet.
Nope, that was Carpenter on the kill. Carpenter is one of the few three-sport athletes these days. Normally used to hear that back in the day a lot, but not so much recently. She also plays basketball and runs track and field.
I miss those days. I miss the multi-sport athlete.
For sure. Takes up a lot of time.
Midland High was going to get a point if the Chargers, actually I didn't see what happened. In the net,
Hirschauer in the net, yep. Number 2, Hirschauer in the net, he called.
I know there's a lot of debate, Chris, about, playing the same sport year long, which a lot of athletes do, or playing multiple sports. So
yeah.
you can debate that for a while. Will the Chargers keep this one alive?
Summers.
What a job by Jenna Summers. And that's going to be out. By the way, and unfortunately we don't have replay tonight, because not only would I like to see that by Jenna Summers again, but Beth Whalen had amazing crowd manager for Dow High. She can still move.
Yeah, she sure.
She got out of the way.
Championship point here. She's.
And there it is. send it down. Haley Tanev. How fitting that Tanev be the one that gets the final kill, and the Dow High Chargers winning tonight 25-16, a 3-set sweep for the Chargers.
I'll tell you what, you're right. It was only fitting that Tanev did get that last kill. She's great. Man, I love watching her play. She is dominant, man. And she showed it there in that last play. That was a kill that touched no one. That blasted to the floor. But
we mentioned a little bit ago, as the Dow High student section celebrates with the Dow High volleyball players on the upper left-hand side of your screen. But we mentioned earlier, this Dow High Charger team, not only are they talented, but they're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. And as an example, that play by Hirschauer, almost going, it's Summers, going almost out of the gym to where they're selling the popcorn to retrieve a ball. Just, they play with so much enthusiasm, that great competitive spirit and athleticism. You're right. Just a lot of fun to watch.
There's a good chance that these same two teams will meet in the postseason, that they will meet in the districts. The districts will be here at Midland High beginning November 4th. You can head on to MHSAA.com and click on the volleyball link to find out all the details of the districts. The Chargers, there they are. The students are going to celebrate the win here tonight. Listen to them.
The victory